bro,
Are
this
we
last
excited for the Olympia? I'm excited for the Olympia, bro.
bro, you remind me I have to play
Wait,
the live stream.
I was literally about to say, can you share that?
The live stream?
If we were to go, like if I was to send you half of it and we go half, like would you be able to
No.
send me a login to get into it?
No, because
That's
last times
bullshit.
I know, last times I heard, not I heard, but when I bought a live stream, they said like limited to one device at a
Ah,
time.
yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
we'll Zoom call. You can share your screen, and we'll do it that way. Boom. What? I'll find a way around it.
Hey,
Nah,
I'm
but
down
how
for
much is it?
that.
How much is it?
I think it should be like $70 maybe.
Yeah, we gotta go half on that. We're gonna have to FaceTime for that one.
You wanna do that? I have no problem whatsoever.
I would be fully down to do that.
Wait, now imagine we cannot share the screen, like it goes black like Zoom, like
That's
WAP.
true. We might. Well, but if we do that, bro, then I'll just
I'll Venmo
like
you the
if
35 bucks.
well that's what I'm saying. I'll just go buy it myself, you know.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
worth trying. It's worth
It,
trying.
it was a shot.
Because my big thing is like, okay, I spend 70, like that's not like, I'll spend the 70 to watch the thing, but it's for the entire thing. I'm not gonna watch the entire thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Me
gonna
neither.
watch the small parts that I want to watch, and like that's it. So it's like, that's why I'm like, damn, bro, I don't want to spend
Yeah, and if
80, 100
anything,
bucks.
let's say for example, you wanna watch a part and I'm not gonna watch it, I'll just give you the login.
Oh yeah, because it's only one device
Yeah.
at the same time. Yeah, I know. I always try to I have my computer hooked up to two monitors, and it always frustrates me because I can't watch anything like streaming from my laptop. Like if I were to pull up Netflix on my laptop right now on my monitors, because my laptop closes, like it just sits off to the corner and it's just my monitors that I use.
Hmm.
But I can't stream anything to the like if I were to pull up Netflix, the screen would just be black. Those streaming services do that, so you can't like I don't know stream it to other things and other people watch at the same time. Like I don't know why it won't let me do that, but I've never
Right.
been able to with it, so it might do that for that. But I'm excited, man. It's gonna be. I saw. Do you know who Anthony Mantello is?
Yeah.
He posted something yesterday or the day before, and he was like, "Without a shadow of a doubt, I know 100,000, 10% Nick Walker is going to win this year's Olympia." I was like, "That's a very bold claim. It's a very possible claim, but that's a very bold claim." But dude,
Dude, I'm
every
cheering
week
for that.
I saw. Now it wasn't like this. I don't think this was his intention behind it. But did you see Sean Ray saying like, "We don't even know if Nick's going to make it to the stage," you know?
That is so
Um,
fucked up, dude.
I I feel like I understand what he was saying. Like your reputation is for the last few years is not making it to the. I get that. Number one, a lot of things have changed. Number two, that's kind of like just kind of putting it out there, like into the
Yeah,
universe
yeah, yeah,
to,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, I don't want to jinx him, but I don't even know if he's gonna make it to this. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like that's because if he doesn't make it to the stage, it's never been for some little tiny, oh, I just don't, I can't make it. It's always been for a good reason. So, especially at that level, and especially Nick's size, and like if he were to not make it, it would probably be due to something pretty serious. So, that was kind of like, I don't know, bro. Don't say things like that.
It's just bad juju, but I would say if God forbid, because I really want to see him win, but if he doesn't make it, I don't think it will be from like a stress slash mental
I
thing. It
don't
will
either.
it will definitely be because of a physical injury or
That's
something.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And especially that, God forbid that happens, because fuck,
exactly.
that
Do
is
you
tough.
in my opinion, he's kind of the show this year. Do you agree? Like, if he were to not show up, it would be a way less exciting, at least open class show. I just think he's
No.
bringing I think he's bringing the most controversy and because it's new, right? We haven't seen him there in a minute, so it's like for me at least, it's more exciting than, like, because it's outside of him, it's like, yeah, there's a couple other people that have come up that are going to be, heavy hitters, but he's going to be hopefully in that top mix where it's like,
Yeah.
making things exciting.
So in that case, yes, I agree. It's like there's no other person that's coming that is exciting as well that has been called to be in the top four directly straight up.
No.
So in
Yeah.
that aspect, yeah, he probably is the most exciting part of
The
the
most
new,
hyped up one.
more hype from the new people, quote
Hmm.
unquote new people. But at the same time, I don't think it will be like, yes, it will be different. Like if he doesn't make it or if something happens, again, God forbid, I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood. But there's also like a lot of factors. There's obviously Earth, there's obviously Martin that has been a top five contender for a while.
Wait, did
There,
Ur say he was going?
yeah,
See, I guess I saw some people talking about how like he shouldn't go, and I never saw like what his response was to it.
no, no, no.
So
He
I
said he was
I
going.
wasn't
Yeah,
sure if he was actually going to do it, but we had that conversation
yeah.
where it's like, why would you not? Like that amount of time is not going to make a difference. I didn't even think about. I don't know why I was just assuming he wasn't going to do it for some reason. But yeah,
And
that'll
then
be that'll be cool to see.
that is going to be cool. And then you also have another very exciting one that just came up recently. Is I think his name is Baruz. I think it's pronounced
Mm,
the Middle Eastern guy that
hmm.
never came to the US, so they were counting him out because he would not be able to get a visa.
Yeah,
But he just got approved for the visa, so he is coming and he
hell
is
yeah,
very good. Like they would put him in between Andrew and Martin, like in between for those three to just toggle up between five, six,
yeah,
seven. So
yeah,
yeah, they put him up there. It's very he looks very good.
hell yeah.
So that will be another exciting. I think there's a lot of factors that will make this Olympia probably the most exciting thing, regardless of if any one of those excitements backs
Go,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Especially like, I mean, you mentioned Martin a minute ago. He's been exciting for the last, year or two. Like, and I mean, it just keeps coming, better and better. So,
Mhm.
I'm always excited to see Martin on stage. I
For
mean,
Martin, his thing is the stress. He freaks out, dude. He gets
I know.
anxiety.
Yeah,
He
a lot
starts
of them
sweating.
do. I saw some of those. Like you see some of these top guys, or like the Olympia, TV or whatever they talk about all the time, where it's like, you feel like, oh, these guys are at the top, like they're even key at like everything, and they're like, no, most of them are. There's a lot of them that are having that, high stress, and it
Oh yeah.
hurts them quite a bit. It's like, I mean, that's the biggest stage in the world, but I would feel like it kind of makes me feel better because like I would feel like by the time I get there, like I do this, right? But I guess not. So if they're feeling like that, I guess it makes me feel better about me feeling like that over
I think it's probably like
much
how
smaller
you
scale.
which point you see it from will make you more or less anxious, obviously.
Yeah,
So if you see it from the perspective of like, fuck, I made it to the Olympia, dude, that is fucking amazing. That will make it a little bit better. But if you look at it from the perspective of there is a very high of thousands of people that will be staring at me in that stage, then that will play a little bit. That's like,
that's yeah, that's my like. I truly don't think like if I were to get to an Olympia stage level, like I wouldn't be nervous to be at the biggest show in the world. Like that wouldn't bother me, but I know the
I would
stage thing.
100%.
Well, at my first, dude, I was because summer shredding is a big show. There's a lot of people there
Yeah.
every single time. It might not be, IFBB or whatever, or NPC, but it's a big show. So I remember when they lined me up, I was second in line. And like when the first guy went out and they pulled the curtains back and like I looked out there, I was like, like it smacked me like a truck. Because I hadn't been on a stage like that since like high school football. And even then, like I had 10 other dudes on the field with me that people were staring at. It wasn't just me. So like, I mean, my leg was shaking on stage. So that's my big thing. And now, like being 4 years later, once I'm doing, a show maybe every year, or like once I get to that level, it probably won't be as bad. But that would be what I would worry about on that, stage. I would hope by that point I'm over like I wouldn't even call it stage fright. It's just like I'm not scared to go out there. I just can't stop my body from being anxious. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Well,
So
that's also another reason why people say, like, even if you are not, like, let's say, ready to win your pro show, to still do shows, or ready to win your pro
yeah.
card to still do shows, so you can get some stage experience. Like, I got told
Hmm.
that, and I'm like, well, but it's like, I rather get the stage experience once I get to the weight that I want to be,
Of course.
and be closer to having a higher chance of being getting my pro card, than
Yeah.
just like right now. Because right now, if I do it, and let's say I do get a pro card in the lightweight or middleweights, for example, then I will still have to take an extended amount of time off before doing my
Yeah.
pro show. And I'm not gonna do just a pro show just to get some stage experience. Like, that is
No.
absolutely absurd in my opinion. It's like
Yeah.
bullshit. So
Yeah.
I would just rather put that time down now, get to a bigger stage, and then later on I will do more frequent shows, because I don't have to spend that much of an off season.
Yeah.
I will probably still have to, but not as long as I have to do now. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I think stage presence, it does play a huge part. It's not going to
yes,
be like if you're just kind of you go out there and you nail everything, and it's neck and neck with the guy who did all that too and matched you there, but also had the confidence, the stage presence, and like brought some energy to it. Like that can tip the scale a little bit for sure.
absolutely.
So I think that is important. That's the one thing that I do want to try to be as much as possible like present while I'm on the stage, because last time I blacked out, dude. I don't remember anything from the moment that I stepped past the curtains to like me getting the medal for winning my class. So like everything in between was just like fucking don't
Gone.
know. So I'm trying to be present and not and have that stage presence, because that first time it was like I knew I was one of the smaller dudes on the stage, so it was like
I I do feel like that stage presence, you don't necessarily need experience on stage to have it. That just has to do a
no.
lot with personality and behavior.
Yeah,
So if you feel like you're the shit, then you're gonna have the biggest stage presence of the whole show.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I I don't know what they necessarily mean. Like, I do understand, but I also, like, you can build that confidence and that stage presence without being on stage necessarily as often as they claim you should do. So
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it's a lot of a mental battle, and just improving your, let's say, personality, or I don't want to say self-esteem, but that, because that sounds like kind of negative, but it is kind of like, you need to
it
boost
is
your
though.
confidence. You need
Yeah,
to feel like you're the shit. If not,
yeah,
even if
and
you
that's
go on
all. That's
stage
always
three
been my
times
biggest
a year,
struggle.
5 times a year, you will still feel like you're the smallest guy in stage. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Well,
no
and I think I guess I mean that kind of goes against your own point though. So if that's the case, right? I know you're saying, like you said a second ago, like, oh well, I'm not gonna do X, Y, Z. Like I want to wait until I'm at this point to do this show or do that show. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, well, then that means right now you don't feel like you're necessarily the shit or the biggest dude on, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you have that you're attaching that mindset to necessarily the size, and I feel like when you do that, you kind of have like for me, it'll never be enough probably. So it's like if I
Well,
don't,
it's a different thing under the same words, but there's two different approaches. One is like, you're quite literally not the biggest guy on stage, because you're not at at the
yeah,
size required to be competitive. And then the other one is, you are, but you don't feel you are. So one's
yeah,
a physical perspective,
yeah,
one's the mental perspective. I was talking about the physical perspective.
okay, yeah,
Like, people in their off season for being like open pros, they are 270 plus, unless you're a guy like Tonio, which is, he's like 220, I believe, on stage. But average, they're like around 240, 250, right? I'm not even that in my
hmm,
off season, so
yeah, I
I'm
know.
literally not the biggest guy on stage.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's what I think about sometimes too. I'm like, I see some guys that are like shredded at 240, 250. I'm like, dude, that was my peak, and I was 40 plus pounds overweight. Like, fuck, I got a long way to go.
Yeah. There's
But
a pro that goes to the gym I train. His name is Toby. I think he did Pittsburgh Pro. Um, he is massive. He's a big dude, and I was talking to him the other day. And I was like, what? Like, how much you weigh? It's like, oh, right now I'm like 300 pounds. I'm like,
God damn.
bro, he's a big dude. He's like probably my height, and he's like 300. He's big.
300
He's
pounds is disgusting.
dense. Yeah. And then there's another guy. He has a prettier shape, a little bit taller than me, but he's also, I think, last update he put, he's still very lean. He did a show not too long ago. I don't think he got his pro card, but regardless, and he is, I think, like 260. He said last time, and like you see him, like fuck,
Yeah,
they're like lean. They are in very good shape, and I'm not even at that weight yet. Not even
yeah,
like obviously. I'm like, ugh.
yeah.
Speaking of
Takes
weight,
so much time.
yeah. Speaking of getting to the weight, I was. I don't know if you saw Dom's Q&A yesterday.
Mm-mm. I wasn't on my phone like at all yesterday.
Yeah, you were busy. Congratulations on that. Makes me happy to see. But anyway,
I
so one of
appreciate you.
the stories he replied to was about how to, I think, like improve insulin sensitivity in the off season or stuff like that. And he mentioned Mod C. So I replied to it. I'm like, so it would that like, because I still am very big believer on peptides are not meant to do at the bigger doses people claim to do or the general studies show to do, because those are done in the general population just on those, and they're trying to escalate it to see like which one works the best. But and sometimes are done in rats, right? So
Wait, were you saying you're saying the high doses of these peptides is are you
so
saying
the
we
average
shouldn't be
recommended
doing those?
dose that you can find on the internet from general studies, like for example retatrutide, they tell you to start at like 2 or 3 milligrams and start increasing every 2 weeks. I'm like, I started at 1.4, and
What?
yeah, I
Dang, bro,
started
I
at
haven't seen
1.4 a
anybody.
week, and I was
Yeah.
already feeling the okay. If I increase a little bit more, I will not be able to eat. It's like
Dude,
fuck.
yeah, I had a client that I started at one, like,
Yeah,
point one, and he was 10 units a week, and we didn't have to change anything. We still haven't changed it. It's
yeah,
been like 5, 6 weeks, and he's losing 3 to 4 pounds a week right now.
yeah. There's a
So
big
that's
misconception, but
insane.
the thing that you're looking at, they don't do the studies on bodybuilders
No.
that are doing everything perfectly or that are doing
Yeah.
many other things. So, of course, if you do it on a regular Kevin that is 260 pounds without like fucking
Way
5'8",
overweight.
yeah. So
Yeah.
of course they're gonna need the
Obese.
higher doses and see like,
Yep.
okay, this is where we're at. I was actually talking with an acquaintance from when I was working at the supplement store in San Diego. He is on, I believe it was 4 or 5 milligrams of tirzepatide a week.
Oh my.
But he's like on the heavier side. He's like 280, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I told him that's perfect. But I am a big believer. You can pull that dosage down and bring other things and make even better results.
So,
So in that aspect, going back to what I told Dom was, because my blood glucose has been on the 90s, like
yeah.
93. I saw a 97 the other day, but then I tested
Hmm.
right after, like at the very second.
Didn't do a new one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it came back to 93. So, but it's still like 90. So I reply, it's like, so would you think doing, let's say, 500 micrograms of Mod C daily, which is way less than the
Yeah.
average dose you get claimed, because the thing is like 2.5 to 5 milligrams 2 or 3 times a day, which would make
Yeah.
2 or 3 times a week, sorry, which would make it
A day would
extremely
be a fuck
expensive.
ton.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Expensive and excessive.
yeah. So again, I believe peptides should be able to be taken at a much lower dose and on a daily dose to have the same or even better effects for our demographic, right? So I asked him that, and he's like, I guess you'll have to try, or something like, we can only know if you try, or you won't know until you
True.
try. So I'm like, so you're saying that I should try it.
Yeah, you know what he's saying.
So now I'm taking 500 micrograms of Motzi on top of
There you
everything
go.
else.
There you go. What do you think too, thinking of general thought, thinking of, let's say, the 265, 7
Yeah,
obese, we talk a lot about, and I think we talked about this in ECA the other day too, where it's like, if you are in that kind of shape, what does our cellular health look like? What does our, metabolic health look like? What does our mitochondrial health look like? Thyroid, all these things, right? your and Lindsay said this to me. I don't know if she said it to the group or just to me, but she was like, if we're in a state like that, putting in these peptides and things like that, your body's not going to utilize these. It's kind of like if our gut health is shit, it's not going to be utilizing, uptaking, and the nutrients efficiently or how we want it to. So, do you look at it like that with these peptides? Because as we're saying, like, okay, well, these bigger people are going to need more. Or these, people that aren't bodybuilders doing everything correctly are going to need more. Do you feel like that is heavily to do with that kind of situation that they got going on? And do you think it's even a good idea to maybe not something like retatrutide or tirzepatide or something, since that's kind of like,
meant for that.
I mean, it's not a cheat code to lose fat, you know what I mean? But that's what it's kind of meant for. But especially like these other peptides that might not be purely for fat loss.
So absolutely. So I definitely agree. So first of all, let's talk about that case and this specific GLP-1s peptides, right? So those peptides were made for that specific type of population, right?
Yeah.
To
Hmm.
help very obese individuals come down fast to a
Yeah.
healthier way so they can improve their health. But now on the opposite, on the other side of the coin, you are absolutely right. The better we are internally, the better we can use any peptide at all. So
Yeah.
hence why we are able to get results at
Yep.
1.5, 1 milligram a week, stuff like that. Plus also adding other things on top, like I mentioned before, and not
100%.
relying just on this one peptide. So it's like you
Agreed.
attack the same monster through different points instead of through one point and hard, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's more efficient. But yeah, absolutely. If you don't have a good internal health, you will need more of whatever it is to be able to get the same effects as someone who
Yeah.
is healthy by using much less amounts. So
Yeah.
to the point of the retatrutide, hence why you see the studies needing 2, 3, 7 milligrams a week for them to see the results and see that fast drop. And then you're like, well, but how come, let's say I'm taking 1.4 milligrams a week and I'm like, can't eat anymore. But then this person is taking 4 or 5 milligrams a week and then they're seeing just a little bit of appetite suppressant and but they can still eat. Well, it's clearly because of that. Like their
Yeah.
effectiveness, they are seeing around the same amount from a higher dose because of their internal environment. They need to make up for their lack of health with a higher dose. Same with
100%.
probably PDs, same with like supplements,
Oh yeah.
anything else.
And that's I mean, I guess, long story short, stop getting fucking fat. Simple, and everything else will work easier and better for you.
There's an exercise that I've been seeing for a while that it works perfectly for obese people. Like it is absolutely incredible.
Are you gonna say the 3 bite thing?
No, 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 no.
Okay,
It's even
good.
better. So
What?
so when it's just a simple exercise. So first you gotta look to the right, then you gotta look to the left, and you repeat that multiple
This is
times when
gonna.
they offer food.
This is gonna. I knew it was gonna be something fucking stupid, bro. I knew halfway through that I knew it was about to be something stupid.
I had to. But okay,
I
so wait, on that topic, I saw this video. I don't know if it was on TikTok or Instagram, but one of the influencers on that social media, he made like I think it's called a stitch or a remix of a video. So when they first showed the original video and then their own video, right?
Yeah,
And there was this guy that I've seen stuff from him before, like a very obese guy, like I'm telling
yeah.
you, over 500-600 pounds. And he's like,
Golly.
yeah, he's like, guess what? I'm excited for today's breakfast. We're gonna have cereal, and this motherfucker pours an open box of
Oh,
Oreos.
the guy that's like mood. That guy.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I know
I'm
exactly what you're
like,
talking about.
bro,
He dumped an entire box of Chips Ahoy cookies into a badass bowl and ate it like cereal. Yeah, he
this
eats.
one was
He
Oreo. It was, and the guy
Oh,
was
he
like,
did an Oreo one too. He did
yeah,
one with Chips Ahoy as well.
oh, fucking, dude,
He
those.
eats tubes of cookie dough for breakfast. He eats, like he'll be like, have a pre-dinner snack with me, and he'll go get like fucking 5 Big Macs and eat those as his pre-dinner snack. Like, yeah, that guy is those mukbang people, dude. I I don't know.
So and then of course this guy after he stitched the video, he was like, dude, a salad will do you amazing. And it's like, yeah, those people have like I don't know how to put it. I don't want to say like they are doing it on purpose, because maybe not really, but in a way they are still like
Oh yeah.
that is getting to that point of weight. It just comes to like you want to be at that point, because it's not comfortable to eat 5 Big Macs. It's not comfortable to
No.
eat one full pack of Oreo, or just like cookie dough straight out from the roll. Like, yeah, it tastes good, but bro, I give 3 bites to that, and I'm about to shit my pants
Yeah.
on the toilet.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
those
I
people
can't
want to
imagine.
be fat. No,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah. They
And
do.
there's also like I think it's a documentary or like an episode of this programs where they are on bigger people. His mom, they ask him, it's like, because she cooks sometimes breakfast for him. They were showing her cook
I saw
breakfast
that.
for him, and she's like, "Yeah, I know he's big, but he's my baby, and I can't say no to him." And I was like, "Well, then it's your fucking fault that your kid is like
Oh,
that." It's like
yeah.
goes back to what we spoke many times about people that are obese, and to
Child
that
abuse.
point, it's first of all their fault, but also their parents' fault, because they did not stop them from an early stage. They did not have a good, solid, let's say, foundation of habits from the very early days, and they just fed him like, dude, I see fucking Michelin little kids
Dude, me
running around
too.
the grocery store, and it's like, dude, and their
And I
parents
think
may
it's
not even be that big. It's just their kid, and it's like, what are you doing?
I was just about to say that. I have seen kids who I have never met somebody whose family was, obese and had all those bad things and or wasn't and turned out, and had those good habits and whatever and turned out to be like I'm sure these people exist. I'm just saying for me, I personally haven't met someone like this or known someone like this where their family was healthy, whatever, and they turned out to be like, really poor habits like that. But I have met people who are like, yeah, my family's, big, my mom's big, dad's big, whatever, but they're in good shape or take care of themselves. Like I've seen that be a deterrent, but if it's the other way around. Like you just nurture these people into having horrible lives, and like it's the complete disconnection from reality. And I talk about this a lot. How our society has made so many things normal. That's why it's so hard to get through to people's heads, right? It's so hard to get people to really grasp the magnitude of what they're doing and how not okay it is and how abnormal it is and how normal we are in terms of what we do and diet wise and
Yeah,
how abnormal they are, and it's like, well, these people can't grasp that, so it's like they feed it into their kids, and to them this is just norm, you know what I mean? Like, how dare you say I shouldn't be able to go out and eat multiple times a week? How, like, they get so defensive about this stuff, and it's just I truly think there is just a complete disconnect from their reality and what is actually true. The social media and the that's why I don't like the body positivity movement and shit. Like I hate it. You get groups of you guys, you miserable people together who are killing yourselves and then like we just said, killing your young children. Like some of these kids have real issues before they even get out of high school. It's like you're doing this and you gang together on Instagram and TikTok and you just like praise each other, and so you feel safe because you have this community of fucking just nonsense, and so you're like you all pair it to each other, so you don't feel ashamed by the rest of the world. And I don't really know when we went from like this is a shameful thing because it's not like, oh my god, I hate you or anything. I want you to understand how much better your life could be. And I don't understand when we stopped doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
I will
I
take
think
a
some
wild
forms of
guess.
bullying should be coming back, dude.
No,
Like,
no,
like,
seriously.
because some of it
I
makes you
will take a
better.
wild guess. I think it started also when all the I don't know how it was here, but I know in Argentina this was big. How the feminism movement was at the time, and how they
Yep.
were like, oh, but I don't know, free the titties or whatever
Yeah.
that was at the time. So I think that's
Hmm.
when it started, and then compounded into the free body positivity movement. Um, but I want to say there's what did I say? Oh, there's a funny thing that I want to say before the other one, and it's like someone said it's funny how there's marches about like I don't know, Charlie Kirk, for example, or
Anything.
complain
Yeah.
about Trump or whatever it is, but there's no marches or protests about body positivity, which will actually solve body positivity issue because they will be like
It's true
walking.
that you got to move. Yeah.
Exactly. And but then on the other thing I want to say, which is more serious, is there's two things that I will never want me nor my kids to deal with. First of all will be the fact of like my kids struggling to keep up playing with their friends because they are fucking a ball, like a fucking ball. No,
Yeah.
fucking a ball, that's weird. Um
I hope they're not
or
doing that.
hey, no, yeah, to each their own, but not my kids. Like they should be able to play and keep up physically with their friends.
Hmm.
And then the other one is I would not want as a parent for my kid to come and be like, "Hey, did you see Timmy's dad? How big he is and all his veins?" And then I'm here sitting like a fucking beer barrel on my stomach. That would fucking make me so fucking depressed, and I forbid myself or my kid to deal with anything like that. That should
Yeah.
not be like. I want to be in that case Timmy's dad. Like I want
Yeah.
other kids to brag about me with her dad, so their dads can actually get in better fucking shape.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be like the fucking outlier between all my kids' parents,
And
all
that's
my
the thing,
kids'
like
parents.
I mean, we've both spent our 20s solidifying that. Like, I don't know about you, but I would say for me, it took me maybe a year to guarantee that. Like, after being in the gym and being actually trying, and I'm talking diet, sleep, cleaning up my lifestyle, after probably not even a year of that, but for sure a year, that was decided. My future was already we've talked about this before, we don't have to try anymore. And, like, if people could realize that, just like you don't have to try to go eat an entire fucking thing of Oreos for a midnight snack, if you tried just for a little bit, a small amount of time, that would be your new normal. Just like your brain was rewired for your fat ass to be normal, it could go the other way around too. So like, you're sitting here in a position where you that dream of yours is already, already set in stone. As long as you have children at some point. So, that's really what pisses me off is I know how little it takes. And to our point, like it is you as a parent can set that in stone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think at some point we're grown, so it is on us. Like you can't just blame your parents forever. But goddamn, like set your kids up for success. Don't make it harder on them, and you'll probably get healthier and love your life a little bit
And
more
also
too.
imagine if your wife then starts looking at Timmy's dad.
That's never gonna happen. I'm very,
No, 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 no. But it's
I'm.
like
No, I know. I'm just glad that that's never gonna have to
yeah,
happen.
exactly same. But it's like
Yeah,
imagine
that
you
would
and
suck.
your like someone and someone's wife, they are not in the very good terms, and then you start seeing your kids' parents in such better shape, and then your wife starts you catch her looking at that guy. Not for like an attractiveness point, maybe, but just from like a she was impressed by the fucking sheer size of the other motherfucker. And then you're like looking at yourself, you're flat, you have no muscle whatsoever, you have a shape of a pear and you're absolutely miserable. So now, how's that gonna play into your head? Dude, everything just adds the wood to the fire. It makes it even
Yeah,
worse. And yeah,
yeah,
to your point, like if we're talking about just regular change, I would say like yeah, it took me a little bit, not with the habits and everything, but the physical shape. But with the habits, it's fast. But if
yeah.
we're talking
Oh
about
yeah.
like serious physical change, I made more progress in well, let's say I made good progress from 2015 to 2017, right?
Hmm.
Or 2018. Then from 2018 all the way to let's say 2020, I made better progress in that short amount of time. Then when I started training for bodybuilding specifically, I made more progress in a year. And now between like let's say from my first show 2021 or 2020 I believe, I made amazing progress until 2023 with Matt, or 2024 when I stopped training with him, or 2020, I don't remember, it doesn't matter. And then that time that I was alone before starting with Dom, you saw me just by trying different things. The amount of progress I made from just learning in like a couple months
Yeah,
was more than all the progress I've made from my first couple of years. So it just takes
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
how intentional can you be with your training and how just like put your head down for a couple months. When the people say on Instagram like your life could turn a one complete 180 in 6 months, they are not saying bullshit. It's actually
No.
fucking true. Any aspect you want, financially, relationships, physically, mentally, whatever the fuck it is, you can become a complete fucking person, like a different person, in just 6 months of putting your head down and doing what you truly need to do to make that
Hmm.
change happen.
Yeah,
But it's hard, so people don't really want to do it. They
it
prefer to
is.
just sit in the couch and maybe just go to the gym 3 times a week, which I still don't agree with that. I feel like you should go at least 4 times. And people like to just, oh, I'd rather enjoy life on the weekends and have drinks and go get mimosas on the brunch and whatever it is.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like,
can't spare an hour of my life to work out or
yeah.
eat
But
a
those
little
three
healthy.
episodes I watched yesterday from the new show Alien Earth, that was amazing, dude. That was fucking fire. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me,
The
dude?
shit you're not gonna remember in like a week. It's always the
Ah,
most pointless shit.
it is. I just hear that and I'm like, I'm done. I give up.
I wish that I could, in this absolutely could happen with the technology we have now, but I feel like if you could put someone in, like a virtual reality machine where it's like you could not tell the difference between your, reality and like in this thing and made them live a month, that would actually it would actually take like 10 minutes. Like a month, live like a healthy, you know, fit person so they could see just how much better their life is going to be. Like, I guarantee you that would at least flip the switch to where it's like, okay, well, fuck. Because when you have no idea, like, you have no idea what that life is like, especially people that grew up like that. You just have no clue what you're missing out on, and almost every 70% of the people you walk around and see have your same life. You're all dealing with the same shit, same, like health problems, the same, you're all going through the same thing. So it looks normal. But if you could just feel that other side for just a little bit, like, but again, that's another shortcut, which, it's just so annoying. You have to like even think about those things for people to just, give some effort for a little bit. So, and the worst ones are like, I know you've seen this too, doesn't matter how good of a coach you are, these are going to come. But like you see those people that come in and, it's always the ones who say all the right things on the phone, in the consultation and things. And then they have everything in front of them. They've paid for it. They've gotten, they have the exact plan to follow and you just see them just fall off 2, 3 weeks later, waste. And they just waste it. It's like you were right there. You made that first step, which was like the hardest part. And then you fucking failed again.
How that?
That
There's
sucks.
a name for that. Is it like the buyer's hype or something like that? When you purchase something and
Yeah,
you're
I know what
super
you're talking
excited
about.
and
Yeah.
you do everything right for a little bit, and then kind of like
Yeah.
the excitement goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just like, but then and then on the opposite side of the coin, for example, my last client that signed up, he's a young kid,
Hmm.
and we just spoke for a little bit of DMs. He was struggling with some gut digestion, bloating, and just for the longest. So I told him what needs to be done, and he's like, "All right, do you have spots for online coach?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, this is how it works. So and so, this is the price." I'm like, "All right, let's do it." I'm like, okay, here's the link. Let me know when you're done. I'll send you a questionnaires. Like the back and forth was very straight to the point, but very short as well. Wasn't extended. We didn't even need to hop on a call or anything. And
Yeah.
he just sent me his first check in on Friday, and he's already making amazing progress when it comes to his digestion and
Exactly.
everything. And he's like, bro, there's something to be said about like the less people stretch it out or
Yep.
the more direct to the point, the better it's gonna be. I'm like, I I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I thought it was like, wait, is this a scam? Like they're not
Yeah.
saying. But no, dude, the kid's a fucking amazing. He's a fucking
Yeah.
beast. And I'm like, dude, that is fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Like God bless this dude.
That's exactly how mine went yesterday, which was funny. Like he hit me up on I'm telling you, dude, Snapchat, bro. But I posted something on Snapchat and he slid up and I was like, he asked me if I was a trainer and I was like, okay, well let's nip this in the bud first. I was like, if you're looking for an in-person trainer, not your guy. He's like, oh no, 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 online's cool. I've been looking for that. Like, cool. Asked him just a couple things like what he was trying to do. Told me and I was like, okay, well you got time for a call tomorrow, cool. Sat on the phone for 20 minutes and like everything went. It was just it was like, yep, let's go, sign them up. We're rolling. So it's like those are always the people who are I wish everybody was like that. Like just just act. Like even with this this I talked about this not long ago, but like the car detailing stuff. It's like the old me would have thought on it for a little bit and waited for the perfect time or whatever. But I just was like, okay, you know, idea within the next couple days, we were moving. So that's how you have to be with everything.
Yeah.
Everything. You're never gonna be,
I think it also has
feeling
to do with like
ready.
you know what you wanted. These people know what they want to do and know that what they would need to get it. So it's like they know they need a coach. They know they need someone to help them with a plan. Okay, I get along with this guy. I like this guy's attitude. Like they like our attitude, whatever. They get along,
Hmm.
whatever. Okay, let's go. The other ones are like debating and thinking, and I don't know if like this. Oh, what about that? Or what about this? That they just go around the same topic or give it like trying to find the hair on the egg or whatever it is
Yeah.
to think. Those are the ones that are like kind of
I've told a few people lately, like even one of them was a guy that I know from back home. It's like we got on the phone, we talked through everything, and like we both were in agreement. Like you aren't going to do what you say you want to do without this. Like if you don't do this, you're going to be here. And it's still like the oh whatever whatever. I'm like okay cool. Well this even if you hit me up 2 weeks later, we're not working together because and it's not about you gotta sign up on the call. It's that I've done this for long enough that I can know exactly what type of person you're gonna be. And like I don't the money was an issue. You have it. But you're still, you know you need this, but you're still whatever. Okay, well you're gonna do that with the entire plan. And that's not my job is not to make you commit to yourself. My job is to hand you the plan and help you along the way once you've already done that. So people that can't, commit, I'm just like, or if you do that with even with calls, I'm like, I'll send you my Loom video breakdown and everything, but you're not going to waste any more of my time, especially if I don't care if you're paying me or not. I don't really care about if the money's coming in if you're not doing the work, you know. And I've been in that place for a while, and I don't know if I'll ever not be in that place because it's just draining even if you're getting paid for it, even if you're getting paid well for it, it's still draining having to like just deal with someone is not getting the results, With this like the car
well,
detailing
it's
stuff.
like you give the effort you get.
Yeah, 100%. And that's like I tell people that too. Like this is not a one-sided thing. Like this is not even 50-50. Like this is 30-40% me and the rest is you have to communicate, you have to do those things. And it's like with the car detailing I have the 100%. I do it, I do the work, I make the changes, so I know it's going to be perfect every single time. But in my coaching business, even if you're paying me, it doesn't matter because if you don't get the results, even if it's your fault, especially these types of people, you are going to blame everything else. And I'm going to be one of those things. And I don't want you tainting my fucking business. So if you're not going to hit, go. I don't care if you're going to pay me.
Yeah,
I don't want to work with you.
save the money.
Yeah, I don't want to work with you. I want to be able to show awesome results. That's what I give a fuck about. And also, I'm not God yet. You know what I mean? Like if I was, these people that are, at the top of the game where it's like, it's just kind of like this for them. I'm still learning and we should always be learning. But if I can't test my abilities because you suck and can't follow a plan, why would I want to waste my time with you? Like that is it. I'm still perfecting my craft every day.
And the worst thing is like people like us that would want to make everything like perfect and give the best when we are like still learning, right? And someone we give a protocol like not a just little slight, little gut health protocol, gut support, whatever, but more like an in depth, right? And
Yeah.
then they don't hit it, but they don't tell you that they're not honest with you, and they still complain. Then you start doubting. It's like, okay, shit, did I actually do it wrong? So now you're not
Yeah.
only not getting your results because you're slacking, but you're also fucking my head up because I'm trying my best for you and because I want the best for you, and you're not even doing half of the things I'm telling you. You're just putting the blame on me. Like you're making me feel
Hmm.
like the protocol is wrong and I'm not smart enough or I didn't learn it properly to help you. But in reality, is your lame ass, your lazy ass is not doing half the things I'm telling you to.
Yeah.
And look, if you don't want to take a supplement, I had this conversation with many clients. If you don't want to take a supplement, or if you haven't started it yet, or if you are not sure about this supplement, let me know. Let me
Yeah.
explain to you why I feel it's going to be helpful for us. If you don't feel good about a supplement, or if you don't want to take it, let me know, because if I put it on the plan and you don't tell me, I think this supplement is in place. And if I
Yes.
don't see the results that should come with it, but still thinking it's in place, it's like, okay, there's something not working. But in reality, it's just we're not seeing the results because you're not taking it.
Yep.
We're not seeing those improvements because you never started that supplement, but I will never know. So I'm fine if you don't want to take a supplement. There's 500 trillion other things we can do instead. There's
Yeah.
not one specific supplement for that specific issue. But if you don't tell me, if you don't communicate what are you doing and what are you not, I will I there's going to be a discrepancy between where you're at and when I'm thinking you're at. So,
Hmm.
and then we're not on the same page, and that disconnect will cause issues, and then that will reflect on your progress, on how fast you improve, if you improve.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like people, what I've found is people don't. I mean, they don't understand, which is fine. I get it, but they don't still don't take what we do seriously. There's not a PhD behind it, whatever, right? So I think there's even though we do and know how to do and have the resources to learn how to do these crazy things, people still don't respect it fully. They also don't respect themselves. So that combination of things is like, you know, it bleeds into actions like this.
Yeah,
Um, but like, and that's why I hate the some of the coaches that are out here because the bar looks so low when in reality like it should be, you know, like we should be the bottom of the barrel, like that this should be the bar. You know what I mean? And like just yesterday, people said this to me about my coaching too, but like yesterday I did a detail at the gym, and that's we got a bunch of people from the gym, but one guy came out and was like, um, "Oh, this is your little side hustle," and another guy was like, "Oh, you guys are actually taking that very seriously, like whatever, whatever." And I'm just like, is the bar that low? Because people have said that about like coaching too, where it's like, "Oh, I didn't expect all this. Like you took this bro. What the fuck do you think I'm doing all this for? You know what I mean? Just for shits and giggles? Like,
yeah.
what
Do
do
you
you
think like I
mean?
have $1 million in my bank account and I'm just doing this for fun?
I mean, God, and it's because of, and like me and my partner talked about this with the detailing stuff. It's like, we've seen videos of people, taking the same amount of time we are, whatever, and like you see the end product, and it's just like it's crap. It's the same thing you see this with coaching. Like people are getting handed Chat GPT plans and fucking BS, and have coaches that couldn't even spot gut dysbiosis or couldn't even spot low testosterone or poor thyroid or if it was literally screaming in their face. No shit, you can't get anywhere because that you're getting like Dollar General quality stuff that where like the bottom line should be Gucci, Louis, you know what I mean? So it creates this massive disconnect, misunderstanding, and lack of respect for what we do, which is what's cool about everybody that's like in Dom circle, in Jason circle, in ECA, like all these things, like these people are doing what should have been done the entire time.
Yeah.
Like there has to be some sort of like this won't ever happen, but I wish there was something in place that would weed some of these people out. Kind of like how Justin's like, oh, there should be a social media where you have to take a test before you can like comment and like be a part of it. Like it should be the same thing for coaches. You know what I mean? Um, but unfortunately, it's not. So people have to make their own educated decisions.
Well, actually, in a Q&A, also, I think it was from Dom. Someone asked him like, "What do you think we should do, or how the role it plays this trust in coaches with you trying to get clients?" And he put it perfectly, like, yeah, unfortunately there's a lot of marketing professionals that are making themselves go as coaches, and they're
Hmm.
just good at marketing and good at selling shit, but they're awful at coaching, and that generates the distrust with the newer coaches. But that's something that we can't do anything about it other
Nope.
than earn the people's trust back when we show how we work. So yeah, if oh shit, you take this seriously, it's like absolutely right. It's like, I'm sorry if you
Yeah,
felt, if you didn't get this type of standard, but this is how I work. I don't think this is a secondary thing or something you just play around. I think this
yeah.
is something that you take seriously, both as a client and me as a coach.
Hmm.
It's just a matter of like, whenever someone comes to you from that area of distrust, from a past poor experience, it's just, you need to show them that you go above and beyond for all your people, even if they're still
100%.
paying minimal ticket, even if they're not able to pay the full price or whatever it is. That
Hmm.
doesn't mean that they should get less. It's like, of course, I mean, I don't mean less energy. I mean, like, um, they should still get your full energy, even if the things they get from the plan or the program are not
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
same. Meaning, like, they maybe not get the training protocol, they maybe don't get
Yeah.
a loom video or check-ins weekly, and they do bi-weekly, whatever it is. But the energy you put into that person for the program, for the check-ins, and for whatever it is, it should be the same throughout all your clients, regardless of the package they're getting or the price point they're saying. Even
Agreed.
if you have like an older client, fuck, dude, if I have an older client still paying $200 a month, but because he's been with me for 3 years, fuck yeah, dude. I'm fucking hyped to coach you because we get along that well, and you decided to stay with me for so fucking long,
Yep.
of how much you trust you. Fuck yeah, you're gonna get the same
Yeah.
energy, and probably even more, because I fucking love you. After a time, you just build a different relationship with those clients. It's just
Yes.
like, now they're kind of like, they're becoming more of like the homies, still on the client side, so
Yeah.
there's still that authority difference, but the confidence that you get and the treat that and everything that you get with them, it's different than someone that is pretty new, or someone that has been with you for, let's say, 6 months. For
Yeah.
example, one of my clients, Chris, that was with Justin, we got along very well before he moved with me, because I was doing his training.
Training. Yeah.
And now that he's with me, we've been for, I think this is yeah, I think this is the 6 month mark, or past the 6 month mark, like, already. But our conversations, like, are more different than any other client conversation, because we just have that
That's how
evolved,
me and
let's
Steven are.
say, yeah,
Yeah.
especially with Steven, like, he was part of the ECA too, so he's like a homie to
Yeah.
everyone. So
Yeah.
it's just different with people that are like for an extended period of time as well, and it's
Yeah.
fucking.
I have a tendency for those people. I've done it with Steven. I did it for my other guy Hernan. But like, if you number one, like you said, stay for a while, and you put that trust in me and give me that time for a while, and those types of clients are usually these types of clients. But and you're nailing. I mean, dude, like like Steven walks back and forth to the gym, and it's not a 5 minute walk. Like, dude, that guy puts in work. Like, same thing with the guy I was talking about, Hernan. Like, he's a guy we need to get on the podcast at some point. But like, I have a tendency to you re-sign, especially like once, twice, whatever. I have a tendency to lower your prices too. To those people who are now, a lot of them are like both of those guys came from ECA times where like I think Hernan paid like 5K for like this 6 months or something. That's not where my price range is at. It's just not. I know like Justin would hate to hear that, but it's just not. So like, for him, like, and he did, everything. And fuck, I got paid $500 maybe for that 6 months. I think that's what our deal was.
Mm,
So it's like, I appreciate how much effort he put in and how easy he made my job, especially in that scenario, to where it's like, dude, I'm absolutely going to, lower your price a little bit. Like, we continue working together. We'll probably be working together for a while, hearing the things that he, wants to do in the future. So it's like, you are giving me that effort, that energy, and that respect, and respect me and my career. Like, I'm going to, do my job to give back to you a little bit too. So, especially guys where I know, like, dude, if I lower this price a little bit, I'm not going to be feeling like I'm overworking and undercharging, but you are probably going to feel a lot more comfortable on a month to month basis too. So it's like it's a win-win. I don't uh, I don't think either of us are doing this solely for the money. So it's like, I like having those kind of relationships. Makes
yeah.
coaching more fun.
It also puts you like overcharging, makes you feel from an imposter syndrome, like.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, for some clients, I do feel like, shit, am I showing up like making it worth it. I know most of the times we are giving more already than we think, but
Yeah,
that feeling there is like, okay, they're making a car payment on me to get the results, so I want to make sure that I'm giving like my all. And sometimes that doubt creeps is like, am I
puts a little
doing that
stress
right?
on you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is a
So
little bit
there's
stressful.
a saying of like, don't just raise the prices just to raise it, but when your confidence is at that point, when your skills are at that point, then you can raise the prices.
Yeah,
And sorry, honestly, it happens less often that people think, or less often that people should do, because
yeah,
some people keep raising it as, I don't know, once every 6 months, but their
I
skill set
know.
stays pretty the same. And it's like, what are you charging more for? It's like,
Yeah,
you want
why?
to, what else are you giving me for if I'm paying $100 extra every month? I'm like, there's nothing you are giving me that makes it worth it. So
Well, and that's the
why?
thing with like, definitely can't do that with people that are already with you. Like, hey man, like re-sign's coming up. Like, I'm gonna have to raise your, I raised my prices. We're gonna have to,
Oh, I don't do that.
like, if the only time that that would work is like if that person somehow got some extensive, issue, internal health, like that was going to literally take you a lot more, that you learned a new skill set for, maybe then. But if you've been coaching this person for a while, they shouldn't have issues. So, and that's the thing, like if I get, new people and it's like, okay, well, over the last 6 months, I've learned this skill set to do this. And I get somebody that has a very severe problem in that category. Maybe if I feel like, that's, a point where I can, raise those, then, cool, then maybe. But yeah, that's like you said, people raising their prices for 0% increase in value is like, eh, yeah, no.
Absolutely,
It might
absolutely.
might be worse value. The more people you get, the less attentive you are. That's the biggest thing that I see, to be honest. It's just there's no attention. And I'm not saying like, oh, you got to be on these people and talking to them all day, every day. Like I sure as hell don't do that. But like getting left on red for a long time. Have you been seeing the Sam Middlesap stuff on TikTok?
No.
Sam is like he's really young. He's like 22. He started popping off a few years ago. He was apparently, I never saw this, but apparently he got his first like bit of clout from OnlyFans. I don't remember him ever doing that or ever seeing anything about that. When I started seeing him, he was a fitness guy. He was kind of a fitness influencer. Then he became a coach, and then he somehow at 22 is now this massive, like, let me scale your business kind of guy. But like he got shit on this month from so many people coming out saying like he had this ad company that he hired, and he says they tanked his shit. Whatever, doesn't matter. You hired these people. He owed him 70 grand, never paid him, and that triggered so many people coming and sharing screenshots of messages, screenshots of whatever, and he was just taking people's money and ghosting them. He was running this mentorship thing for like the business, and like you were supposed to get I think like 5 to 6 group calls a week, and everyone said he change it, like he'll reschedule them without a moment's notice. Like it'll be the time of the call, he'll ghost it and then just like reschedule it for the next day and then never show up. There's people who had been on left on red delivered for like weeks, a month plus. There's people who have been like, hey, like I've been in here for X amount of time, you haven't delivered not one single thing that you promised with this. I want my money back. And he'll be like, he'll argue with him, then he'll be like, okay, fine, I'll give you X amount back, and then he'll ghost him, never talk to him again. Like tons of people. And it's like this is happening. It's not just him. It's not just him. There's there's top level coaches that are getting the same ridicule over the same things.
Those are the same people that reach out to you. It's like, hey, do you need help scaling your business? I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what? So you take my money and ghost me? No.
Then
Like
you
one
look
kid was
at
like,
their followers and it's like 3 posts, 200
well, now
followers, 600 following. I'm like, motherfucker.
this guy's different. He has like a shit ton of followers, like a shit ton. And no, I don't know. I don't not much like client fruit though, obviously.
Clearly.
But
Uh, all right, bro.
but yeah,
gonna have to get to eat. My stomach is about to make noises at any moment.
yeah.
At
I
any moment. It's like fuck.
I'm going to sit
But
around and do nothing all day. Dr. Justin's orders is to not do shit all
oh really?
weekend. So yeah, my weight was not. it was not budging, bro. It was going up actually. So
Oh.
I just had a since I've been doing this, man. The like after the first day I detailed like that next day I was trash and like my recovery just has not been great since.
Mm.
And so it's just been kind of going down and my weight was like I had a low weigh in after that really really long day of doing it out in the sun whatever I was like 228. The next day I was 231 point something. The next day I was 232.8. The next day I was
Oh.
234. And so I told Justin that and he was like, all right, cut everything. You fucking sit down and get some sun and rest all weekend. So I don't have to train, do cardio. I'm not pinning anything, do nothing except for working on the computer.
Content and video games.
I probably do need to make some content. I batch recorded a lot. I don't play video games anymore, motherfucker. All right. I sold my PS5 a while ago.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have some time to play some fucking game sometimes.
I would too, but I don't. Like
Yeah,
even when I do, we both know. Like, dude, I'm not where I need to be. So it's just like, not saying I don't have time to relax, whatever. But
we are not that kind of people. We're not at that spot either, so it's okay.
it
Eventually,
didn't it didn't
maybe.
affect me. It didn't affect me too much for a while, but then it got to the point where like I would wake up, let's say on like a day like today, where there's definitely stuff I could do, but I don't have to do anything. And like I would, or even a day on the week, and it was sitting right here, and it's like I could get to work. Well, like I could play a video game for a couple hours, like, and then the rest of my day's shot. So I was like, I gotta get this thing out of my face,
Yeah, no,
right? If I can't self control, it doesn't need to be here. So
no, 100% no. But
yeah,
well, hopefully your weight starts coming back down, and it was just like a
it
little
already has.
lesson. Oh,
It
okay,
already has. I was 230 today, so we're
nice,
good.
nice, nice.
Yeah. I
Well,
bet you
we'll
by
like
Monday I'll be back in the 28s.
so okay. So next weekend is the Olympia, so we'll have to either make the podcast at some time that the classes we are not gonna watch it, or on before the Olympia.
Or we can always do it like Sunday morning and have a post Olympia.
It's Friday and Saturday, right? It's not Sunday. Yeah,
No, I don't believe it's on Sunday. I think it's just Friday and Saturday because like
yeah,
the expo's like Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday.
gotcha. Yeah, we can do it Sunday too, and
Or we
give
can do it
like,
before.
we'll see. We'll talk. But yeah, anyway, brother,
Yeah.
this was
All
a
right,
good
y'all.
one.
Appreciate you. Welcome to it should be episode 12, but
12. Yeah, I
we
believe it's
botched
12.
one. But we botched one, so this should be 11,
No, no,
right?
no. That's what I'm saying. I think last one was 11. I can tell you right
Mm.
now. And then this one will be 12. Yep, last one was
We
11.
never know. Okay, well,
We're lost.
appreciate y'all for joining us for episode 12, man. We'll be back next week with some Olympia talk and
Definitely.
possibly a little overview of how the show went. So appreciate y'all for joining in, listening on another one. We'll catch you
Nick's
next
gonna
week.
win.
That's his
Bye.
prediction. Probably my prediction too.
That's very
All
funny.
right, y'all. We out.